Today we're going to talk about scheduling a one-time video conference through the 3CX software. On the left-hand side from your main console, you're going to want to come down to Schedule Conference. You're going to pick Video. This will allow the organizer to use a webcam as well as their computer audio, or they can also share documents and share their screen with the participants as part of the meeting. For this instance, we're going to pick later to have them schedule the meeting at a later date. Since this meeting is going to be on Friday, we're going to pick Friday and pick 2 p.m. We think the meeting itself might be 45 minutes. Subject is going to be project update or whatever else you would like to put in here as the subject line of that meeting. If you'd like to add any additional notes, so we're going to say we're going to discuss the project progress. In most instances, you're going to want to leave this as web meeting. The other choice on here is to set this as a webinar. If you do the webinar format, it does not allow everybody to talk to each other. It only allows the organizer to do the talking and sharing of their screen. If you do web meeting, everybody can be a part of the conversation as well as has the opportunity to share their screen as part of the discussion. You do have a few options. If you come in here and click the wrench, you can set it so that the organizer must connect to the meeting before it starts. You can hide participants from each other. You can set everybody's audio of their microphones to be off. You can turn their cameras off. Or you can also disable any there's a chat box in the meeting itself. So if you want to disable, say if you want to mute audio, you would uncheck this box. And if you don't need to see everybody as part of the conversation, you can turn all the cameras off as well. Typically, you can just leave those active. For the meeting location, you would typically just want to set this as being automatic, and bitrate you can just leave alone as well. So in the calendar section, you're going to want to come down here and pick iCal. Once you have everything set on this screen, go ahead and click Create Meeting. It will download a little file at the bottom. Go ahead and click that once. If it asks you, you want to use Outlook to open that file. Once you've set that as your option, it should automatically open as a Outlook calendar file. Come up here to the top. You're going to want to set yourself as busy during this time frame. If you want, you can set this so that it pops up a little reminder prior to the meeting. You're going to want to set a location. Come in here, and so for this, you may just want to say this is going to be a web meeting. And if you want, you can also update any other information as part of the invite or part of notations as part of what the discussion is going to be for. Come up here, invite who you would like to be involved with part of the meeting. Once you've done that, go ahead and click send, and everybody that you've invited will be sent a calendar invite. Once you go to start the meeting, you'll come back here to the same section within the 3CX console, go to Schedule Conference. You'll see that particular project update is what we call this one. So you'll see that meeting. Come up here and click Join. It'll take you to the next screen, and since I'm already logged in, it has my name. Just go ahead and click Login. And I currently don't have a webcam connected, so it's not going to show up. But this is the start of the meeting. So if I wanted to, if I had a camera, I could turn it off. If I need to, I can mute myself from the meeting. If you'd like, you can record the meeting itself. The recordings last, I believe, about 30 days before they're deleted. But this, after the meeting is over, it will send you a link where you can download the meeting and then reshare that in other formats from there. During the meeting itself, you can share your screen. So if you have multiple screens, it will allow you to pick which screen you would like the users to be able to see. Or if you want them to only see one specific application that you're working in, you can do that. or you can also show one specific tab within Chrome of what you're working on. As far as what you want, most of that all just depends on what you want people to see. So on the right-hand side, these are some of the different options of things that are going on during the meeting itself. You will see everybody that's in the meeting. You will see if their microphone is active, if their camera is active, if they have one, and then anybody that's listed as part of an organizer of the meeting. You will have control as the organizers to mute and turn everybody's camera off if you so choose. There is also an option here where you can share or kind of have little discussions, or if someone wants to make a comment without interrupting, they can add that as part of the chat. So as I kind of skipped over a few things here too. During the meeting, you can share documents with everybody during the meeting. There's a whiteboard where you can come in and draw out some different things. You can also come in here and create polls as part of the conversation to get everybody's opinion on certain things as part of the meeting. Once the meeting is over, go ahead and click the end button and go ahead and say end meeting. And once that's done, go ahead and close out of that tab, and that will be the end of the meeting.